tried out freshman year. I went to the athletics department and they had open auditions, so you had to come and do a skit to music and do sort of a field experience audition where you actually go to Nickerson during a soccer game and they watch you interact with fans and they tell you different prompts, go over there, take a picture with these people, go over there, mess with those people. And they just see how you do with a real life crowd. And then I found out a few weeks later that I was chosen. It was 12 auditionees or people trying out and 2 people selected for the new class. Generally there's 2 people per class year, so 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, etc. And that's how I got to be the mascot. It's very, very hot, very warm, and very sweaty, but a lot of fun. You get a lot of cool experiences. You get to go to all the games for free. You get to see things that a lot of people don't get to see. You get to see behind the scenes, more or less. You don't really know the teams too much because they keep those separately from the cheer crowd or in the cheer sections and all that. But you do get to see the referees coming on the ice at a Gannis and go to see the back where they're doing the promotions and the media room. So it's definitely a different perspective for the common fan. And having been a fan all my life prior to college, coming to college and then seeing all the behind the scenes stuff is pretty cool. Well, mascots in general are friends. Fans are not. Mascots are friends. They all get dressed in the same room, so Hockey East and Bean Ponds. I know the UNH mascot pretty well. The BC Eagle and I are actually pretty good friends. Northeastern, they have a rotation of mascots, and some of them I'm friends with. So mascots are friendly towards each other. And in the Bean Pot, met the Northeastern mascot for the first time and said, hey, why don't we do a little roughing it up on the ice, get the fans going. Oh yeah, sounds great. Okay, fine. This is a guy, so I thought, of course he realizes I'm a girl. We go on the ice and just, I go up to him and give him a little shove and he gives me a shove, but it's harder. Okay, whatever. So I give him another shove and we're pretending to fight and then I kind of turn around and he gives me a shove. And the fans start booing and I'm repping BU here, so I can't just let that happen. So I turn around and I give him a shove. And next thing I know, we're actually in fisticuffs. We're actually fighting. Not fake. It's not pretend. It's not scripted. There's no friendliness to it. We're actually trying to knock each other down. And I get the upper hand and bring him down to the ice, but then he flips me over. And the way the head is formatted, it's got a lot of space. So my head hit the ice, my Rhett head hit the ice, but my actual head, sort of just bobbed back and forth. And so I actually whacked my face quite a few times. I got a bloody nose, had a few scratches, so it was an actual fight. We went back to the locker room and I was, what the hell's the matter with you? What are you doing? He says, oh, we needed some pep out there, and you're a guy, you can't do that. So that was how that went down. But it was a real fight. I got a lot of text messages saying, wow, that looked like a pretty real fight. That looked very realistic. And it was. Favorite experience definitely is the national championship game last year at Washington, D.C. I got to go free of charge, which was cool, a good perk. Got to stay in a hotel in Washington, courtesy athletics department, and got to be in the national championship game. I was on the ice when they actually won, scored the overtime goal, and they brought out the hats and the t-shirts and everyone celebrating, taking pictures. So I was on the ice for that. And the cool thing was that the Miami mascot, Swoops the Eagle, was prepared to go out to be the person going out for the victory with 2 minutes left in the third period. He's standing by the boards, ready to go out there and celebrate, get his hat and t-shirt, and then BU scores those 2 rapid-fire goals to tie up the game.
Save made, held the post, rebound in the middle, they score! Rebound held on to, 20 seconds, in the middle, pass, score! Unbelievable!
And so we're all just cheering and celebrating and everyone's going crazy, and then I go back to go get myself into the costume, and Swoops is just sitting there on the sidelines, kind of despondent with his head off, real sweaty and just sad looking, like, I can't believe we just lost that lead. It was just a very cool experience all around. I mean, coming back and having people say, oh, I watched it on TV while I was there, is definitely a cool experience. I'm going to miss doing this a lot. And actually this past year I began working for the Boston Bruins as their mascot. So I did that from September until this past month when I actually quit just because there's too much going on with school and finishing up and different reasons. But so I did that for basically a full season. And so now I'm leaving school and I'm leaving Rhett and I'm leaving Blades for the Bruins mascot, and it's very sad because it is a lot of fun. And I mean, I've had a great number of opportunities going to different shows and concerts and actually help someone propose as Rhett. So you'd be surprised the things that are non-athletic that the mascot gets to go to. And that's all coming to a close. I'm kind of sad. But I mean, I do think that in the future, if I ever have the opportunity to work for the Bruins again or for another organization, I will. Or maybe even as a graduate student somewhere.